Chemistry cards.
Yeah. Are the matrix? Sham cheesy. Karatia. When me say U.P.K, U.K. Well anyway. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends pan the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this pan the ends. Every man a try be the next pan the ends. Dog, we fly out and one bends pan the ends. But we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long. They in a the war zone, but I no Pakistan. A the place where you juvenile a the big man. Pray for you do time, brother pick one, yo. Man a fi bleach, but I never zone. A the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. Me say, but it's a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance. Hey, boom. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends. Dog, we fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead body them. Once upon a time round ya so did nice. Full of vibes, man a play football, shoes aside. If I no football, you like one go shoot the dice. But everything change when me nigga lose him life. Who for crime? A certain black coffee gets scrutinized. Check every taxi on the route I drive. Then you to ride them to connive. Man have to sleep at the and shoot a night. And watch your head back, you never know who for time round. Ya no safe again. Watch out for the hater them and the traitor them. And the fake friend dog, the acre tens. No solution for make amends. Babylon says ceasefire, but we nah no fate na them a sake of them. Make the crime rate so great again. And Jamaica red hot like the equator belt of Jamaica bread. Cause you never break no bread. With the ghetto youth them you send the Terminator them dad. So man a fi whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead pan the ends. Lucky if you live long, they in a the war zone. But I know Pakistan is a place where you juvenile a the big man. Pray for you do time, brother pick one dad. Man a fi bleach, but I never zone. A the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them respond. You be dead if you a Christian, devil in strong. Hey, a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance.
Chemistry cards.
So you know, sister, this whole system you need for change.
Yeah. To all who see the evil.
Like nothing evil, nothing to blood clot.
Yeah. And they ain't say nothing about it.
I.S.U.P.K. Now the apocalypse rage for kill batty boy and Catholic trees. Cut the lace, buckle the base. Chop it up, wrap it up, buckle the game. Rackle him teeth, man stand firm pan battlefield. All when them shackle with feet. All when death look certain. All when nothing no sweet when you accept the fate. But you have some rasta boy when neglect black woman and child and a fuck white girl. You have some pastor boy where you molest the little children. You them forget dirt. Politician divide the people them with them remedial roadworks. Which farm a band that a dead man birth. And when me grow that a help on earth. Me see M1 burst, head back burst. Now that get a youth lay dead pan turf. When mama cry, nobody hear. Who bring in the guns them over the years. Breaking news over the year. Millions missing but nobody there to give a count. Nobody never did a count. So brother Anansi just come full up in my account. Me no give a fuck how much blood clot money you a earn. Man still want Babylon burn. You a so our turn for rule pan earth. Most time me a biggest send damage and curse. Pan the oppressor, famine and bombing and worse. Feed some maggage and worm. While them pussy they lock up them church. One west stay solid and damning and firm.
Living with the flies on the road. My youth better watch your approach. Careful how you talk to me. On Facebook, tweet, I'm in the mind where you post. Shout it out from coast to coast. UPK the truth till my voice get hoarse. Saving the lives of our people, waking them up, teaching the ancient scrolls. Gather together yourselves, every one of the 12. Tired of living in hell. 2 million we locked up in cells. What the fuck is that smell? Our babies in cages. This shit is outrageous. They stole our land, deporting our brothers, our kids with no fathers. UPK, we got the plan. Fuck all the demagogues, their crimes and treachery. Teaching my people these heresies. Who built America? You spilled the blood of my family. Got them slavery. While you shake hands with the enemies, all people destroyed out here. Tax checks, welfare, shit. I smell that weed in the air.
Me don't give a fuck how much blood clot money you a earn, man. Still want Babylon burn. You a sue our turn for rule pan earth. Most time me a beg you send damage and curse. Pan the oppressor, famine and bombing and worse. Feed some maggot and worm. While them pussy they lock up them church. One west stay solid and damning and firm.
UPK, one west. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace, him start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth, guns are a nation. But just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision, him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome nor its regions, come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons, same situation with Rasta with Islam. Only beacon of hope for your lean on is UPK and the General YAHANNA. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Yeah, our shy Mashiach is a black man who have fear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Bun Saddam, my bun Batman are just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace in start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth, guns are a nation. I just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation, send evils and curses on the whole city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat, I know the first thing. Hey, 400 years they work with, then desert with, then turn round and call we worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and then the doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to building off it turn after the long journey. No care much money you a earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day to building off it turn after the long journey. No care much money you a earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth, guns are a nation. I just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the mission.
Z, you know the chop. I.S.U.P.K. Badness no sir. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay boy. You must see one back this prayer. When the map stick raise that big straight. Shot misplaced, the key them in your head stop misbehave. Crack his face, the key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith, anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate, hey. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up, we no take paint up, we no stace up. And when the next day come, we no change up. My heart them bad as them wake up. AK bus boy head top shake up. So tell a pussy hold down violate us. No care where you status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face you straight up. Great stuff, one Westlink bigger than NATO. Man we box it to NATO. Only man we afraid of, that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face, you know how your blood clot gasket stay boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced, the teeth them in your head stop misbehave. Crack his face, the key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith, anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds.
Any man give his life for YAHANNA, Mashiach in Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise, how to buy bills. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
court to God. The white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. Oh, he cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to wrong with step. I'm solid for show to the fake niggas. Stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least of spit. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this. I'm taking life for what it is. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quick to fuck, show me love, show me love. I need love. Don't wanna leave me. I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, we on that fly shit. I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coast shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Sabi got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coast shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. Hey! One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga. I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga. I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coast shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for. and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines, you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They ring got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Made for this, nigga, I eat bars and drink flows. Thinking you woke into your third eye, peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, they bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him runner, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laugh at these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number 1 at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gon' need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10 I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I'll switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk, I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl, I'm talking about another gun. We here now, hey look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas, we burn the crib now. I'm ahead now, and I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga, I don't fear clowns. Silences make it sound like raindrop, that's a quiet storm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war, I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex, that's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga, I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Really serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look.
The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage and fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. The colder than the avalanche, way above average. A fiend's taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a facility, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Waldo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll poly grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that black work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lightest in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed, y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right.
So lucky for the lateness, so lucky, man. We're here on the end of the 110th episode. You know what I mean? Today I got with me Dungle Bar, the Blood Warrior, myself, Executioner. Big up to everyone in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. Ask your questions, man. Also call the number. Call it 079-607-46784. 079-607-46784, man. We're getting some topics and, you know, do what we do best in the UPK, man. Every Friday, 9 to 11. So lucky Dungle Bar, you see the Somali woman that got choked to death with a hijab. She got choked to death? Yeah. Wow. She must have been go-karting and got choked to death, man. So, like, what the go-kart? The stuff got stuck. It was like tangled up in the thing. Damn. Ridiculous, man. And it choked him? To death, yeah. Choked. Damn. Where was it? Let me find out. I think it was London, you know. Let me see what I was. Damn. The Somalian shoot the one go-karting, man. The Somalian shoot the one go-karting, man. You must remember that stay in the kitchen, man. Stay in the kitchen, man. She stayed at home doing all of them things. Shouldn't be getting choked with the hijab, man. Let me see what it is. Somali girl must have went. The Somali girl come from Somalia, come to England, and want to get all Western and shit. Want to get all Western, man. You know what I mean? Go-karts in Somalia. Ain't no go-karts in Somalia. Trust me. Come to England and get westernized, man. Come to England and get frightened, man. Start getting excited. Get strangled, man. Get strangled, man. It says, sweet girl, 15, strangled by a headscarf in tragic go-kart accident. What? That's lucky, man. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a shame, kind of, but yo, where's your common sense, man? Like, you should know when you're going on them rides and you have nothing loose. I'm sure they'll tell you this. They'll tell you no scarf, no nothing like that. So she must have been whizzing around, you know, free, because Somalia, she can't do that. You know what I mean? Must have got hitched up somehow. Boom, end up choked to death, man. Damn.
So you mean to tell me no one was quick enough to just come and cut the thing? Remember that? How long? You know, she's probably screaming, boy, choking in that Noki here. What knows how it happened? Oh, that's mad, man. So, yo, what do you think about the new Prime Minister, man? The Indian man, Rishi Sunak. Right, can you imagine that? Can you believe all the work black people put in, man? All the marching and voting and fighting and the women were suffering. So the first Prime Minister can be an Indian man. We put all this work in, so an Indian man gets the opportunity to be Prime Minister, man. The first non-white Prime Minister is an Indian man, black man. You know, we don't, in UPK, we don't condone voting. We don't tell no one to vote. We don't tell no one to go into politics. But the first non-white Prime Minister should have been a black man. All the harassment we don't got by the police, all the killings we don't got by the police, all the voting and marching. The only reason why Rishi Sunak is allowed in Parliament, was allowed to be an MP in the first place, why? Because black people fought, man, to give him that right, man, to give him that opportunity. And this man skipped us. They'll put an Indian man over us any day. But he's from the descendants of people that bombed this country, man. And the same Muslims that, you know, did the, what's it called, 7/7 bombings. 7/7 bombings. But they'll make him Prime Minister over us any day, man. And guess what? England don't even respect him. Imagine that black man. We think England's all one, and it's all no racial discrimination and whatever the case may be. And they won't even accept him. So there's no way they're going to accept us, man. An Indian woman was on the LBC program the other day. And listen, the white callers will be gunning Rishi Sunak, man. They're gunning him saying, listen, he's in a country with 80% white people. Why would you make him Prime Minister? Let me run that.
That Rishi Sunak is a brown man and you don't trust him at the top of this country.
Well, could you imagine him going to the Scottish Nationalists and being the Prime Minister of the Scottish Nationalists? Could you imagine me becoming the Prime Minister of Pakistan or Saudi Arabia? No, these things matter. I'm sorry you don't like it, but this is predominantly, we're talking about England, right? 85% of English people, yes, are white English people, and they want to see a Prime Minister that reflects them. It's like, if I can't just go to India and be the president there, can I?
And that's the country we're living in. I know I broke a lot of brothers' hearts, a lot of black people's hearts. A lot of black people think that England is, you know, multicultural, racism done. But guess what? In this country, there's people that think like him. A lot of people that think like him. Like I keep saying, black people live in London and Birmingham and Manchester, where it's, you know, where it's mixed. So we think that, well, it's not racist in my city, so it's not racist nowhere. Until you hear a man like this come on the phone in the LBC, man. And a lot of them do think that way. A lot of them think that way. Guess what? When the general election comes, Rishi Sunak will not be Prime Minister, man. The only reason why he's Prime Minister is because there was nobody else. You know what I mean? The leader of his cabinet left, resigned, and he's the next in charge. Had the country voted, he would have not been Prime Minister, man. And we're going to find out next year when the general election starts, man. It's not be long while, man. And Rishi being Prime Minister, man, white people are mad as hell. Like, none of them are happy about it. Even though the man ain't done nothing, they're all mad at him. Even though he's been in office, like, what, a few days? Yeah, like a weekend. And they're mad at him. They're making excuses why he shouldn't be there and how it's bad for the country and how the country is worse off. And I'm thinking, this country was worse off from you had Boris Johnson, from you had Liz Truss, all of them that you had. It shows that this country is failing, man. At one stage, England was the mother country, and England was a white man's country, and no one could get one foot in the door, man. And then we've done all that fighting, and now they've allowed Indians into the House of Parliament and all these places. And then now this is what the first Indian Prime Minister. First non-white Prime Minister. Yeah, this is the first non-white Prime Minister. And the British public is mad about it, man. You're forgetting that, even in Birmingham, you're forgetting that there's places like King's Norton, King's Standing, all these racist areas, man. And they're not happy about it. The only people who's happy about Rishi being in office is Indians, man. And they're happy, why? Because it's one of their own. Whereas us as black people, we shouldn't care who's in office, because it don't really affect us. It does nothing for us, man. Whether there's a white man in there, Chinese man, an Indian man in there, this place is still going to be a help to us, man. Listen, we got bigger issues than Rishi Sunak and Great Britain. Great Britain's crumbling, man. Yeah. What these white people should have done is listen to Enoch Powell, man. They should have listened. Remember Enoch Powell said, the rivers of blood. Enoch Powell said, listen, man, I'm going to find myself the minority in my own country, man. That's what Enoch Powell said.
Enoch Powell said, listen, man, this country's going downhill with all these immigrants coming in and whatnot. Maybe if white people listen to Enoch Powell, they could have had, they could have had their country could have stayed white the way they wanted it, man. That's right. They make it like we the problem, and we ain't the problem, man. These East Indians is the problem. I'm telling you, they wouldn't make one of us being. I've noticed most people who are in House of Parliament who are close to Prime Minister is all Africans. Have you noticed? Africans, and they try and speak for us. Like even Black History Month is garbage, man, which they say is going to end in about 2-3 days. Even that's garbage because it's not solely our history. What you got to realize is Black history, they put a bit of African history and everything in there, man. It's not just straight Caribbean history in the UK. It's African history, and you will have an African man celebrating it. I seen Black history where a white man was leading the speeches talking about how Black people should treat each other better. I was like, I think you white people got a nerve telling us how to treat each other when you're the one that treats us horribly, man. Listen, man, you're the problem with the earth. And now Rush is in office, man. Listen, Rush is in office. Give it 10 years, man. England won't be celebrating Christmas. They'll be celebrating Diwali, man. You leave Rush in office long enough. Christmas will no longer be a national holiday for you devils. You're going to be celebrating Diwali, man.
You're going to make spit on the floor.
There you go, man. You're all going to be going to the Sikh temple and all of them things, man. Leave them in office long enough.
And it shows how racist the British public is. Listen, Liz Truss here fucked up after what? Less than a month. Boris Johnson ruined the country, and all you can worry about is a brown man in office, man. That should show you Black men. It don't matter if it's Boris Johnson that ruined the country. It don't matter if it's David Cameron that did Brexit. It don't matter, man. They would rather that than a brown person. So Black men, tell you something, man. Listen, England is not all accepting, man. People think that I can do whatever I want. I can be prime minister. You can't, man. Look at Rishi Sunak, man. Rishi is an Indian man, and the country's up in arms. And give it next year, he won't be here. Next year, I promise you, he won't be here, man. Just by the response of the public, this man definitely will not be prime minister, man. You know what I mean? All it was the general election starts, and white people get to vote in. He won't be there. I like what he said about Black History Month, man. You know what I mean? In England, Black History Month is October. You know what I mean? You have to share that month with Halloween, man. Right about now, everyone's celebrating Halloween and partying for Halloween. Everyone's forgotten about Black history. We can't get a month to ourselves, man. But you're trying to worry about the Black Pound and stuff. Everyone else is going out there trick or treating, man. You have to share your month with Halloween. You can't compete with Halloween, man. The whole country, white people, Asians, everyone included, loves Halloween, man. Meanwhile, Black History Month is what? A selected few days, man. Just in certain cities where prominent Black people are. You go to cities where with 90% white, they don't even know this Black History Month, man. They ain't teaching it in schools, man. But they are teaching Halloween, though. They are getting pumpkins put up, man. You go to Tesco and everything, you see pumpkins on sale, man. Down to the chocolate, man. There's chocolate spiders and chocolate pumpkins. They don't decorate it for Black History Month, man. Black History Month's a farce, man.
Right, and it's mad with all the Halloween stuff. There's actually a thing called pumpkin picking. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Pumpkin picking.
No, I've been driving. I've seen pumpkin picking and stuff. You take kids and whatnot.
Yeah, people take their kids to pick pumpkins. And listen, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, our children don't do those things, man. I hear people say, well, I'm not having my child miss out and go to school next week having not picked no pumpkins. We don't let our children pick pumpkins for Halloween, man. We don't do that. There's a place where you actually pumpkin picking. And then Halloween is a pagan holiday anyway. What confuses me is Christians will celebrate Christmas and Easter. All right, you celebrate that. But then they say Halloween's evil and they still celebrate that as well. Yeah. How are you celebrating all of them, man? If you're a Christian, wouldn't you say Halloween's evil, I'm not going to celebrate it? Halloween is a what? What is it? Samhain.
Samhain. So you call yourself a Christian and you hate Satan and blah, blah, blah. But you still celebrate Halloween, man.
You see, it's an old Celtic festival, man. And the Celts was people that way back in the days, like 2,000 years ago plus, that occupied England and Ireland and so forth. That was one of their holidays, man. Samhain, where they would, I'm sure they called it Hallows Eve, man. Where the evening before they would, was it All Saints Day? The evening before All Saints Day, where they would honor the saints. They would do this one to honor the dead. So people that died, they believe the spirits came back in the earth and all that garbage. So they would do all these things like dressing up, and they believed it warded off spirits. And then they'll get the pumpkins and put lights in there. And they believe that the pumpkins have like the spirits of the ghosts and stuff in there. Or all of that kind of garbage, man.
They would dress up, they would knock on doors, they'll do all these things with black cats. And the reason to scare the black cats is why? Because they believe that witches would try and hide their identity by becoming a black cat. So that's why when people see black cats, they say things like, "Oh, yeah, it's bad luck if you look at it, or it's bad luck if it crosses your path."
Yeah, that's what you say all the time. What did you say? Demons can go into certain animals.
See,
this is one of the best animals that goes into the cat.
See that comes from that Celtic nonsense, man. They believe that a witch would hide their identity by becoming a black cat, and that's why they believe black cats are evil and all of these things.
The only black cats we know is Jordans, man.
Exactly, that's it. And those are expensive, lucky. So yeah, they're scared of people. Exactly. And they're scared of black cats and all these things. And then they would have all these costumes and whatnot. So what you would have is they would have the bonfire. So that's what it's called, bonfire night. They would have the bonfire, and then they would dress up in animal masks and whatnot. But they call it bonfire now, but really it was called bonefire, because this is when they was burning bones and burning people, man. They would burn people and type in bonfire and see if it gives you the origin. It was called bonfire because they would burn the bones.
Not bonfire night though.
No, it's November. Yeah, bonfire. Bonfire comes from bonfire.
Well, a bonfire comes from bonfire, but bonfire night.
Yeah,
it's like King James in it.
No, this predates King James. So over time they've kind of added it all in.
Now for bonfire itself, comes from bonfire. Bonfire night is when King James was assassinated.
Yeah, but the same bonfire from back then is just what they've kind of made it today. It's not the same, but it's linked in a way. Like the same.
No, you mean? So a bonfire itself comes from back then.
Comes from bonfire.
Bonfire night, they put a bonfire under the King James.
So yeah. So really, if you're celebrating the same thing. So if you type in bonfire, it might just give you the same. Imagine. Yeah, it should say. I'll just type in bonfire origin. And then what people do, they would light these bones up and burn them, and would put masks and animal skins on, and that's why people wear masks for Halloween, because they would do all of those things. And obviously, this is an old Celtic custom. What you would find is when the Romans took over England from the Celts and scared the hell out of them, and they said, the Celts used to do human sacrifice, and the human sacrifice was what? The bonfire, the bonfire, and they would put on masks. And that's where the Halloween and all that garbage comes from. So, see if you can read it off. That's come up. That's it. All right, go ahead. See if you can read that. And actually go ahead.
Go time, guys. So it's bonfire etymology. It reads the earliest record use of the word date back to the 15th century.
Now it goes way back before the 15th century. This goes back to when the Romans first took over England, because that was a Celtic practice from back then. So it goes way back before the 15th century. Because 15th century is like the time of what, like Henry VIII and them.
Yeah.
So this goes way back before that. This goes back to, I'm talking 2,000 years ago and shit, where they would burn bones and put masks on. So it would go back as far as Samhain kind of thing.
Catholicon, Anglican, spelling, it's Banefire and Martin Book of Festivals. Speaking of the communal fire in celebration of St. John's Eve.
So now, so now the reason why this one says 15th century is because what Catholics did, they like to adapt everybody's culture. So once they adopted Halloween, they wanted to attach it to another holiday, and the holiday that they attached it to was the All Saints Day. So they said, okay, then let's do Halloween, Hallows Eve, before All Saints Day. So they done that to interlink them. But if you go back in time, bonfire predates all of this. Just type in bonfire on origin and see if it brings it up.
All right, one second. The word is thus a compound of bone and fire.
And why is it called bone and fire? Why? Because they was burning bones, man. They was burning people's bones. They would put everything else there and burn it, man.
That's stupid. You know you can't burn bones. Listen, that's just be dumb if you can burn bones, man. Shit don't work, man. What you gonna get is black bones. This shit don't work.
Then we put in the mass world was doing it and believe it brings spirits and wards off spirits, and it brings you closer to the dead and all of that nonsense. And they'll come to your door, trick or treat. In Yorkshire, back then there used to be a thing called I can't remember what they called it. Something day where they would come and say trick or treat, and they would hold the lantern with the lights in there. Mischief Day, that's what it was called. After that type of Mischief Day, is this the right one?
Mischief.
Yeah, just go to Mischief Day or Mischief Night or whatever. See? But perfect, we don't know what we're talking about. All we do is shout on the corner, but we don't know what we're talking about.
All we do is shout.
All we do is shout. The white man's the devil. We don't know what we're talking about. According to people, they say we don't know what we're talking about. But listen, this is the place for history, man.
That's right.
You don't know about Mischief Night.
Come on.
You have to come to the UPK to find out about the origins of Halloween and Mischief Night.
Mischief Night is an informal holiday on which children and teenagers and adults both, young and old, engage in jokes, pranks, vandalism, or parties. It is known by a variety of names, including Devil's Night.
You know what?
Devil's Night.
There you go. That's your Halloween, man. And they would do pranks and would come trick or treat. It would cause mischief. It was called Mischief Night. They would knock on your door, man. And what would people do? Leave food outside their door. People leave food outside their door for the people to take and so forth. And then they would believe these spirits that came back would take the food and all these things. So people knock on your door with a lantern and start giggling. It was like a real life horror movie. They would knock on your door with a lantern and start giggling. And that's where you get the pumpkins, and they believe pumpkins had the spirit of ghostless spirits and all of this nonsense. Listen, man, you ain't getting this nowhere else, man.
You can't get this no fake like this.
Listen, you ain't getting this nowhere else, man. Listen, these fake Israelites be stealing the information. Listen, they're stealing the information.
Fake Israelites believe in the dark side of the moon, man.
Exactly, man. They don't know about Samhain and the breakdown of Halloween and bonfire night. They don't know where it comes from, man.
Not really, man. If you're saying that, we move on. So yeah.
Listen, that's enough for one day next week. Listen, you want some more? Come back next week.
You need your own segment, man. The history segment. You got to break it down, man.
Come back next. You want some history next week?
Go, man. So you got to see Lady Leisha get locked up by the police. Let me show you.
Now, go away. Now.
Free up,
go
man.
away.
Free up. Free me up. Free up.
Hey, yo, free up. Hey, I rate your music, you know. Hey, Lady Lisa. Come on outside. We outside. We outside. Bow. I want all your buzz numbers.
Look at that, man. So apparently Lady Leisha got locked up because she beat up her girlfriend. Listen, man. I go, boy, the time Lady Leisha to get herself a man, man.
There you go, man. Get a man, and then get a man that you can't beat up, man. There you go, man. Get arrested. There you go. Get a man that you can't beat up and you won't get arrested. So lucky. Imagine you beating up women, man. Get a man that you can't. Clearly you're a bully. This is why you don't want a man, because you know you won't be able to do this to a man, Lady Leisha.
Beating up her girlfriend. Listen, let's stop this, man. Women say, "Oh, I'm gonna go to women because my last boyfriend was abusive," and Lady Leisha just as abusive, man. Go get yourself a man, man. You two women in a house, which is against the law, mind you. It's against God, mind you. Two women in a house arguing and catfighting, man. Don't be so ridiculous, getting locked up, having a catfight, man. Go get yourself a man that you can't beat up, man. A man that will tell you to shut up and put you in your place. A man that will tell you to go get in the kitchen, man. Instead, you women are bickering back and forth and tit for tat and catfighting and getting yourself locked up, man. I couldn't believe what I saw. It's ridiculous, man. She's young. She's a little lady. She's she is. Go get yourself a man that can dominate you, man, and put you in your place. Can you imagine scratching and gouging eyeballs out? Come on, man. It's ridiculous, man.
Wait, was she drunk?
Cool down.
This is she assaulted two women then?
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm sure legally she used to be in a relationship with KDK.
Yeah, she was still.
I partly think half of them do these things for attention, you know.
Yeah, Elvis is gay.
She's 100% gay. Because there's some women that are gay.
Apparently, she rates that girl.
What girl?
That hinge from the gym.
That one that was doing the pull-ups with me and you didn't know if it was a man or woman?
Yeah.
Listen, no way.
Now, when she got a reward, that girl's in the gym. No, when she got a reward, that girl come on stage.
she?
Yeah, along with other people as well. I remember I started to go, oh shit. So probably like a gay family or some shit.
Listen, I'm still convinced that was a man.
That was borderline still.
No, that was a man. Listen, once I was in the gym here, and some nigga was doing pull-ups. That was a whole nigga. It weren't a woman. I'm telling you, he done the pull-ups and the back muscles. Only a nigga could have a back like that. That wasn't a woman, was it?
No, it was still.
Nah, that was a man.
Long hair down his back and shit.
That was a man.
You couldn't tell like that. Man, a woman was borderline. Man.
Listen, that was a man. I'm telling you. I don't think it was a woman. Whatever it was, it's wrong. Whatever it is, it's a wronging. That's all I know. It's disgusting, man. A woman should look like a woman, and a man should look like a man. There should be no confusion, man. Imagine seeing someone and you don't know if it's a man or a woman. That's confusion, man.
That's right.
That's confusion, man. It's like seeing. It's like obviously when men see women, men look at women. So a woman will be walking, and women usually if they got in the tight jeans, a man will look. Imagine to find out it's a man in tight jeans. That's not supposed to happen, man. Exactly. That's not supposed to happen, man. You see, you feel like a sinner. You feel like a sinner, so like you feel. You feel like a sinner after seeing that shit.
Bring it down, so like yeah. Deuteronomy 20:25 says, "The woman shall not weareth that which pertaineth unto a man."
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. So a woman shouldn't be dressing like a man and behaving like a man.
That's right.
Go ahead. Now this ain't talking about a woman can't wear jeans. Why? Because there's jeans for women.
That's right.
Some fake Israelites tell you, oh, this precept here means a woman can't wear jeans. If a woman can't wear jeans, that means Nathaniel 7 can wear apple bottom jeans, then just jeans are for men. Don't it mean that? If jeans are for men?
Pink ones.
Oh, pink ones, yeah. That means they can wear apple bottom jeans if jeans are for men, if that was the case. There's jeans for women. This year is not talking about a woman can't wear jeans. This is talking about a woman dressing up, trying to be a man and so forth. These women with the jerseys and the snapback, looking like a man. It's more on about that. Go ahead. It's to stop these women trying to take on the spirit of a man. Go ahead.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither what?
Shall a man put on a woman's garment?
Shall a man put on a woman's garment? A man shouldn't be wearing a dress and high heels and painting his toenails and getting his nails done and getting his nails done, French tips and all that. Is that it's called French tips? It's called getting French tips and what color did they get now? Nude French tips and all that. A man shouldn't know about them. You only know about them things because you got a woman. She'll say, "Oh, I'm getting my nails done French tips." Nude. In a man's mind, you just see a maze. You know when a woman says, "Yeah, I'm getting my nails," you just see a maze.
I have no idea. Exactly. The group goes out there, come back with nails now.
I don't know the difference between French tips, long tips, short tips.
Oh no, it looks good. It's good. I'm women though. Niggas, I don't know.
All I know is the good back scratches. All I know is them French tips is good back scratches. I don't know anything more than that.
Beard combers,
there you go.
So we know. But yeah, man, hold yourself a man, man. That Paige Cakey and Lady Leisha fighting each other, man. And that's how you show. Listen, women here will get abused by men. You know what they say? But I'm going to a white man now. Then they get abused by the white man, or the white man don't treat them good. Then they say, you know what? I'm going for a woman now. The problem is you, man. Listen, the black. You said you didn't work with the black man. So you went with the Indian man. Did you work with the Indian man? So you went with the white man. Did you work with the white man? Then you went to a woman. Maybe you're the problem, man. Sure, what man? There were a lot of these lesbians do, man. They finally go, you didn't work with the black guy. I'm trying this. I'm trying that. The Indian, you know what? I'm just gonna try a woman. And they don't work with a woman, man. That's because you're the problem, man. You gotta change, man. You gotta become a better person, man. Your mouth is big. Listen, you're such a demon. You got a big mouth. You're gonna fight a man, woman, white man, anything, man. You could probably marry an animal. And you end up fighting that animal too, man. You are the problem, man. And these women talk about, oh, I don't want no man. My last relationship was abusive. I'm gonna go for a woman. You still pay your cake and fighting a woman too, man. You have nothing to do with no men, man. Yeah.
Maybe you should beat up 2 women, man. Men are abusive. Listen, man, I see all these posts, stop. Men stop violence towards women. You just need to tell Lady Leisha to stop violence towards women, man. You lesbians are violent towards each other, man. What you lesbians need to do is get with a man. Listen, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, we fix lesbians, man. Understand this, man. If two black women are together, you're not married, it's not adultery from the prophet, have one of your meats. You're not really married. It's not adultery if you have one of the meats and turn them into women.
I'm not beauty though. I'm not beauty.
Nah, I put you down.
Too much for me, man. I never understood how a woman thinks that, man. Yeah, I'm a man. Like, oh, period cramps. I never understood it. How are you a man? How are you butch? But then you got period cramps, you're limping around the place. It's ridiculous, man. You're still a woman, man. Listen, Paige K, listen, Dungelbach can still swipe it off your feet, man. I know you feel tough and everything. But Dungelbach can still drop game when you're making blush. You know, Dungelbach can still, he can still stick it on you and he can make you crumble, man. I know you want to act so hard, but listen, he can make you crumble. He can make you crumble like, oh, get all humble and stuff. Don't watch that, man. You're still a woman. You're still built like all other women. You're not nothing different, man. I know you're trying to go hard. When you get one of these men in UPK, man, they'll turn you back into a woman, man.
They'll change your whole life, man.
Put your butch ass back in the kitchen, man. Tell you where, what. Let you know your role. You think your role as a man, we'll show you now. We'll let you know now. Our role is a man. You just get in the kitchen, man. You're gonna need some dumping, man. That thing in the gym. She took them big hands and need some dough, man.
And imagine that she was out at 5 a.m. If she had a man, she wouldn't be out at that stupid time in the night. If you could be outside trying to fight people at 5 in the morning, nah, you'd be at home with you, man.
And go get some children, man. What's the the lady? She's almost what, mid-30s. No, go get some kids, man. That way you're not fighting. You should be up at night breastfeeding, man. Fighting women, man. Go get some kids, man. God damn.
How long you been on this man, man?
What I know. I've never slept with them, man. Never.
And you know what? You know what's disgusting?
No excess come forward, no nothing.
You know what's disgusting to me as well? Paige Cake's dad supports their lesbian lifestyle. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Supports it. How do you be a black man, Jamaican accent? How do you be a black man from the Caribbean here, born in that generation, and you support your daughter's disgusting acts? In here, man, we ain't gonna support. Listen, if our daughters want to live that lifestyle, they can live it, but we ain't gonna be behind them, man. We ain't gonna support them. And guess what? We're just not gonna tell people that's our child, man. We're gonna say, no, that's not my child, man. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say, no, that's not my child, man. You're gonna bring this on the Jerry McCall show and have the whole world supervise. Listen to the show. Did you see it? Where the girl was like, oh, my father, he doesn't accept me as his daughter. Because it was a boy that changed into a woman, and the father's like, even if he was a dinosaur, have you got video there?
I ain't got it still. Someone showed me.
It's like, even if he was a dinosaur, so listen, man, I'll be saying the opposite. You want to be, listen, if any of my sons turn into a girl, you neither son nor daughter to me, man. You don't exist no more, man.
That's right.
I'm gonna go edit my will. I'm gonna go edit my will, and you're not gonna be in the world, man. You see them pennies I got, you see them few pennies I got, you ain't getting none of them, man.
That's right.
And I'm gonna say to the other kids, he ain't getting none of them pennies. He's not to touch my casket, so don't let him nowhere near my casket. He ain't allowed nowhere near my funeral card, nothing, man. Even in death, I don't want him nowhere near me, man. Listen, we ain't agreeing with none of that, man. This Lord is disgusting. Listen, I don't want no flowers from him or her. No wreaths. I don't want no flowers from him saying, Father, I'm not your father. If you have that lifestyle, man. Exactly. Don't get me no flowers, man.
No, I can't manage myself still. I couldn't deal with it, man. You're good up something though. Something I can't support.
Sitting in high heels in a dress, shaving his legs and them things. Imagine him sitting shaving his no. Listen, we ain't Dwayne Wade, man. We ain't gonna allow that garbage. Listen, man. If you have an XY chromosome, you're a man.
That's right.
If you have an XX chromosome, you're a girl, man. You can't change your chromosomes, man.
That's right.
Science says you can't change your chromosomes. Everybody is born with either XY or XX. If it's XX, according to science, you're a girl. If it's XY, according to science, you're male.
That's right.
It's that simple, man.
That's what it is. If you used to die or dig up your bones, you can find out that you're a man.
Exactly.
You're not gonna. Science won't say, oh, it was a man that identified as a woman. Science is gonna say it's a man. That's it, man. Ridiculous, man. But yo, let's move on, man. So
my type, I would say, is Jamaican men with big wood. You know why? Because I understand, yeah, it's the motion of the ocean, but if it's not big, then no thank you. You understand? Like, even though I might look small, yeah, you're thinking of me as big as me and I'll still take it. And I won't be shaking. It doesn't matter. But listen, I like a lot of different.
Listen, if you're a Jamaican man out there, leave this girl alone, man. And listen, she likes Jamaican men. You know why she said that? Because Jamaican men like her back. Listen, if you're a black man, listen, if you're a Jamaican man, listen, have sex with a black woman, man. This woman's out there, like, bold, saying, I like Jamaican men. Why? Because she knows that because a lot of us are destroyed, a lot of brothers will go for that, man. A lot of brothers will take that. That's what she's saying. She likes Jamaican men and she can take this and she can take that. Listen, man, leave that heathen alone, man. What kind of heathen is that? Romanian or some shit? Cooking this shit's hard, man. Some sort of, what it is, man. Let's see.
A big man, like he needs to pick me up, yeah.
He needs to pick her up to do what?
Oh, it's got their number. She's dodgy, man.
She said he needs to pick me up.
Listen, leave Jamaican men alone, man. Leave Jamaican men for Jamaican women, man. Leave Jamaican men for black women, man. So you go do your own thing, man. You go to your cave, man. You go to the man that God gave you, man. And you leave black men alone. According to the Bible, interracial marriage is a sin, man. God made a black man and made a black woman. God made a white man and he made a white woman. That's your man. In fact, you don't have to go with a white man. You go Chinese, Arab, anything. But leave the yard man alone, man. They're the sons of God and you wait, man. You take your caveman self and go. You take your caveman self and go find a caveman. There's plenty of them that will take you. You need black men to black women, man.
And imagine this girl's on the internet saying this, man. Ain't she got family? Ain't she got like a granddad, a dad? Listen, man, be careful what kind of nonsense you post on the internet. I want a Jamaican man. Listen, man. You want a Jamaican man, and a Jamaican man just wants a passport, man. The Jamaican man, he just wants a passport. He just wants to come to England, and he's going to use you to come to England. And in the end, guess what happens? These women end up getting these men deported. Anyway, have you noticed?
Yeah, they get angry when you start cheating on them, and they get deported.
Exactly. So just stay in Jamaica, man. Stay in Jamaica and listen, man. It's not unlawful to live in Jamaica, man. It's not unlawful to live in Jamaica, but it's unlawful to be with her, man.
That's right.
It ain't unlawful to live in Jamaica. Listen, man. You're going to leave Jamaica to come to England. England's crumbling anyway, man.
That's right.
What you see on the TV is a lie. You phone me and I'll tell you the truth about England. England's garbage and it's crumbling, man.
The Indian man in the country.
Exactly.
Well, what else happened? There's no more EMA.
Exactly. Half the damn rivers are drying up.
What else
the reservoirs are drying up. Say that again.
What else happened now? People are going to food banks. England ain't the same like it used to be, man. Drying up, man. There's no job nowadays.
Gas and electric energy prices has gone up.
Yeah, that's it.
At least in the Caribbean, you don't need central heating. It's hot all year round. Listen, man. You don't need that central heating over here. The weather's horrible. There's nothing great about England, man. Don't let TV lie to you.
And it's true what she said. Everything this woman said about black men is all sexual. She said, I like black men. I can see myself settling down with one. It's so nice. I want one to be my husband. All she wants is black men as fun, man. Like some sex objects, man. That's all black men. All black men are. She goes, oh yeah, they're big and can pick me up and this and that. So what's up, black men for? Black men, come on, man. You're better than that, man. Right. Don't fall for that, man. You're better than that, man. Surely there's more to you than just your physical appearance, man. Surely there's more to you than picking up women, man. Come on, my black man. Don't tell me you go out like that, man. So like, yeah.
Sex with a black man. And she comes on there and she says it. Listen, go be with an African man, man.
Like some conversation coming up. So carry on, man.
Yeah, go be with an African man, man. Listen, man. They will love you, man. We go get you a mandingo and what other tribes is there? Go get you a mandingo and go get you one of them, man. Because listen, you like to say they're the original, man. Go get you one of them, man. Leave Jamaican and Caribbean men alone, man. This woman's bothering Caribbean, man. You need to leave us the hell alone, man. Leave us alone, man. She's just horrible as well. What is she?
And she's, what hurt me the fact is that she's very what's the word? She's very proud. Like she thinks I can get one. Like she's all that. Oh, come on, man.
She came out and said, "I need a big Jamaican man to pick me up." According to my knowledge, most Jamaican men are skinny. Most Jamaican men are skinny. I don't know what she's about. I want you. I'm right around now. Barbados,
But the thing is, speaking of Jamaican and heathen woman, you see Cartel's new girlfriend?
That ain't his real girlfriend. I think he just wants someone to visit him in jail.
Cartel's new girl from white girl from England. That's moved to Jamaica to go marry him.
You need to go live close to him, man?
Yeah, let me show you. Let me see it.
Nah, it's not true.
Back to work, I could just see there's, you know, music all around me, people enjoying themselves. So I like having that around me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that first visit was only a visit?
It was a 1 week visit, yeah.
Yes. And now you're actually residing in Jamaica?
Yes.
In Kingston?
Yes, I am.
And that has been how long?
I came here on the 15th of August.
Okay. Oh, so you've been here since summer?
Yeah, so it's just over 2 months.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so, and the visit now. Could you get into the visit? The first in the flesh visit?
It was amazing.
Yes.
Just being able to, you know, be up close with him without any barriers and being able to hug him. And, you know, we took some pictures as well on that visit.
Oh.
And it was a lot longer than the usual visits we have at the prison. So it was a nice time. And I got to see him twice as well during that visit.
Wanted to with him. Did you get enough time?
Any time is enough.
Is enough. Any time is enough for you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was about half an hour, but that was more than enough. It's more than what I got before.
Yes.
So I appreciate what I got, and yeah.
And so you guys are going all the way?
All the way.
All the way. You're gonna tie that knot.
Yes.
Ooh, wow, that's.
Listen, that's just disgusting, man. This one of my heathens, he was like the devil, man. It's a luck, yeah. He was like the whole world to make money, the whole world. You know what I mean? They got money, finances. Listen, this Indian woman should be with Rishi Sunak, man. That's what she should be with. But the one black man, the very few black men that got money, they want a piece of that too. Just like the Jewish community, they can make so much money in diamonds and resources, but they want the little rap music that they got as well. Eminem could have made money anywhere, man, in the white man, but the little that we can make, the little part where we can make money, they want that too. And that's what I can't stand about heathens, man. She could marry Rishi Sunak and make peas, man. But the one black man who's in prison and down and just, you know, he wants anything to hold on to, she wants to go marry him, man. Go marry someone else, man. Go marry one of your own people, man. Yeah.
What happened to the woman who was her name?
Shorty. Yeah.
So what happened to Shorty? Listen, man. So she moved to Jamaica to be close to Vibes Cartel.
He was in jail. And she always spent half an hour with him. But she's smart, man. Don't think she's in love. She's smart, man. You know, this black got some money. What piece of it?
She's just gonna build about Instagram following. That's it. Listen, man. What? I don't get why we even want her. How long has it been in jail now? It's been 10 years.
About 10 years.
How has it been that long?
This so long. Been in jail, man.
Did you go for Thailand? It's mad though, because it still drops 1 or 2 decent songs. So it's there, it's filming in like what? About 2012, 2013. Is that about that? No, I don't think it's been 10 years yet, you know. Nah, I don't think it's been 10 years.
You've been there for ages though.
But listen, man, Carter, listen, man.
2011? So 9 years?
Whoa.
Damn. The Carter, man, listen, Jamaica's full of women, man. Some good-looking women, man. You want this skinny, this Indian woman from England? Come on, man. You can do better than that, man. Life just ain't that hard, man. The porridge ain't that hard in the prison, man. It ain't that bad, man. I don't know what it is, man. It's fucking.
Has he spoke publicly and said it, or was it just her saying it?
She just heard, you know. We got a picture together still.
She probably visited him once, and that's it. Obviously, you know what it is, when a man's in jail, if you've ever been to jail before, you tell women, I'm going to change when I come out of jail, and I love you, and I'm going to change, and I'm going to do this. And then once you got 1 foot out of jail, you go back to being human. Does this woman really think Vibes Cartel is only going to be with her if comes out of jail?
Well, I would be dope, man. You got to get shit together, man. So that's it. Let me see what I want. 1 second.
United Kingdom. So the Telford inquiry, published in July this year, finds that over 1,000 children have been abused since the 1980s by grooming gangs. And the victims have been namely white British girls, and the perpetrators mainly Pakistani Muslim men. Now, Tom Crofer, the man who chaired the investigation, says there's a lot of nervousness around investigating into the Asian community because it could potentially stoke racial tensions. Now, this has been something that's been pointed out by Suella Braverman and many British people in their homes and communities, as the media does not like to talk about stuff like this. For example, earlier this month, 24 men were charged with the rape of just one 13-year-old girl. This is sick and horrific, but most British people would not have heard of this if they weren't in political circles. The woke British police need to get their act together, stop kneeling, and actually go after these people that are hurting young, innocent British girls. Full stop.
Look, listen, man. Listen, don't tell me about no Islam, man. Don't tell me that I must convert. I must a revert. I must be a revert when listen. A revert. These men are rape of the white girls, man. There's clearly a problem here. Listen, they try to say, oh yeah, but white men rape more. Listen, of course white men rape more. Listen, there's more white men in the country, man. White men are everything more. White men are more lawyers. White men are everything more, good or bad. The more lawyers, the more in jail. There are more doctors. There are more solicitors. They own more chip shops, more garages, because white people are 8% of the country. So you can't even go by that, man. But for a small nation, a small percentage of people doing the raping that they're doing, that's crazy, man. That is crazy, man. These East Indians and Pakistanis are raping all these little white girls, man. Listen, black men, keep your daughter safe, man. Because they can do this to white women. White women, you know. Listen, you rape white girl, the government's going to come down on you, the law's going to come down on you. So what will you do to your daughter, man? Listen, black men, you keep your daughter safe, man, because Salakia, you know what I mean? Any of my daughters get touched by any Pakistani man, Bangla bar, listen, it's not going to be nice, man.
We're going to mosque.
Trust me, we ain't going to worship. We're coming mosque on Friday, and we ain't doing Jummah. That's it. And we're going to tell a couple man, it's just going to flatten man like a chapati, man.
Roll you up in the prayer mat. We're going to roll you up in that prayer mat and tell you.
Allah can't save you. Allah can't save you. Listen, you're going to meet them 70 virgins, man. That's it. Quicker than you think. Listen, rape me what, listen, do what you want with a white woman, none of my business. Black women are my business, man. Right. And you rape any of our daughters in UPK, it's going to be a problem, man. I'm giving you a fair warning to lock here. Right. You're going to roll up at your mosque on a Friday, man. We ain't coming to do Jummah, man. Listen, it's just like that Mali girl, you get choked with your hijab, man. You get choked with another person's hijab, man. Right. You know what I mean? And that's disgusting. It shows how disgusting they are as well, man. So like, he wants a little girl, man. A little girl, man. Have you seen little girls with money trainers and just going to school? Like, don't you want a woman? Get yourself a woman, man. And it goes to show how disgusting they are, because they could even pay for sex, but they don't want you. They want children, man. It's not a thing like they get children because that's all they can get. It's because they want children, man. And they're meant to be a holy Muslim, man. They're born Muslim as well, man. And look how they conduct themselves in England, man. Oh, it's
and I've noticed with them, like, what you'll find with a lot of Arabs and East Indians, when it comes to sex, if a woman's giving them sex because she wants to have sex, they don't like it. They want the woman to be screaming no. It turns them on. They want the woman to be screaming no and the woman not wanting the sex. And they want to know she's fighting against me, and that turns them on. That's the part of the sex that they like. They don't like sex where a woman puts it on them. Listen, we have to fight and I come tomorrow. I'm snapping there like this, like I got camp tomorrow. So we have to be doing them Arabs, the rape and everything, man. They grab the woman and they say to her, give me this, and they just like to be horrible to people and abuse them, and they like to watch 10 other men rape them, man. Like, how do you find it?
So how's that culture? There's a culture in like Arabia where they kidnap a woman to marry them, isn't it?
I've seen in England with them Arabs, I've seen in England with them Arabs. I've seen them do this in England. What was the country you said? I can't remember. Arab countries. We don't need to go to no Arab country to see that. We just go to Alam Rock. We just go to all of them kind of areas. But for ages, they've loved sex in the wrong way, man. And what you'll find is these Uber drivers pick up drunk women and want sex. Have you read the article?
Yeah,
they start touching their thigh. They start saying to the girl, "No, you're not coming out the car." They put the child lock on. They rub imagine he's driving and he's rubbing his hand up your thigh. He's molesting you and all of these things, trying to climb on you in the seat, offering you money for sex. They do all of those kind of things, man. This is a man who's got a family at home and he's meant to be at work and he's plotting on how to rape women, man.
He's not making a living for his kids. Meanwhile, raping other people's kids, man.
Exactly. And even when women go to food shops late at night, food shops like Dix's, I'm not saying no Dix's, what do? They rape the women upstairs in the shop, man. An underage girl will come in there for cigarettes. What do they say? Oh, you want a cigarette? And then they rape them upstairs, man. And they give them cigarettes. They like to rape these girls and give them things afterwards, man. They like to rape them and then give them cigarettes. You think I'm lying? Just type it in. You'll see that tons of women get raped in shops, man. Tons of women from broken homes, especially these Edomites that grew up in care, and they give their body to everyone. What do these East Indian men do? Give them money and then bring every man over to have sex with them, man. They bring every man over to have sex with them as well.
Yeah, so this is a culture, man, in Asia, where they actually, this is a culture to kidnap your wife. You see a girl that you like her all your life, and one day you don't want to marry her, you know. You get your virgin, just kidnap the bitch to lock her. And it's a common thing in their culture. It's what they do. So this guy here, he got himself a woman that he likes. So him and his virgin are in the van, he's smiling. He's like, yeah, man, I'm about to go get me a bride, you know. They're all happy. They're about to do a glide on this girl and then, you know, make his new wife, man. He's watching out for the neighbors. He got his bridges in place. That's the girl right there going to the well. And this is a documentary on Vice, man. A Vice documentary, man. This is even on, man. They don't want to go out to a girl and kick game to her. They lie the whole full of raping them and kidnapping them, man. I'm telling your friends to get ready.
You know.
Look at that, man. So I watched 10 of these documentaries before, and it's their culture, man. That's what they do. They kidnap their bride down the bar and they marry them. But that's their bride, yeah. And in their culture, afterwards the girl calms down and she'll okay, cool.
But what about the parents?
Speak to their dad and everything. But it's their culture to kidnap them.
And if the dad says no, what?
I'm not too sure. But they like that rush. They don't want to keep game to them and speak to them and take them out. They like to rape, man. That's really the Hebrew is just different, man. Fuck you, man.
At least with the black man, listen, man. At least with the black man, you go up to a woman.
I turn it with so bad. So I turn it with so bad.
Compared to these. At least when a black man likes a woman, you go spit some game. So where are you from? You get me? You're looking good. I like what I see. How can I keep in contact with you? So give me WhatsApp, you this, you that.
None of it so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna phone you later on. That's what you say. I'm gonna phone you tonight. These men just kidnap the woman. At least with a man, you take the number. You lie on your bed. You sit on the phone. When you lie on the bed, you speak to a woman. You gotta put one hand behind your head like this. You gotta be like this. You know that one's there. You gotta put one hand behind the head and speak some game, man. These men just kidnap women, man. And at least imagine. You should be able to spit game and make a woman want to sleep with you, man. Come on, man. Listen, imagine that. Don't you want to spit game to a girl? That rush. I'll speak to a girl on the phone, man. Feels nice. Feels better than any rape, man. You know, you message the girl on the phone. But we don't know. It's been a very long time. But you know when your phone goes ping, you think it's a girl like, oh, nah, come on, man. You don't want that feeling. You don't want that feeling. Come on, man. You don't want to see the what's it called? The reply message on top. Someone's typing like, oh. I wonder what she's saying. You see, get me? You're sitting on the chat. You see online. I know some of you niggas see online and she don't message you back. I can't relate. Some niggas see online and she don't message them back. I can't relate. It's lucky. But you see online, you wait. You see her typing. Yeah, you're like, oh, what was she saying, man? Come on, man. You know when a nigga types with two fingers like this? Listen, that's how. Listen, man. Learn how to spit game, man. You don't need to rape no woman and kidnap no woman. Obviously, not every woman's going to like you, man. You're going to speak to some women, she's not going to like you. And that's cheating as well, man. Yeah, man. It's lucky, man. Don't want to go home like, yo, this girl's bad, man. That's what I got to put the work in. I got to push it like me. Exactly that. You know, fuck it, I'm going to bring it. Yeah, and look at the shit is that. Don't want to know, yo, out of all these next men, she liked me. Come on, man. Don't you want to stand in the mirror and think there's nothing special about me, but she liked me. Yeah, listen, man. Learn how to speak gay, man. Don't go kidnap some woman and force her to be with you. Listen, man, that woman is going to kill you in your sleep one day, man, because she doesn't like you, man. That woman is going to kill you in your sleep because she don't like you, man. At least get a woman the right way. Not every woman's going to like you. It happens. Sometimes there's going to be a woman that you like and she's not interested. Guess what happens? You get over it, man. Obviously, how much times have you spoke to a woman she's not interested? Not me, but probably you, not me, but happens, man. Chris Brown probably said the same thing. It happens, man. You get over it, man. Fucking hell. You get over it in a couple of days. You man raping. That's it. That's terrible, man. Listen, how do you look yourself in the mirror at night, man, knowing that me and my Indian Bridget to rape some little white girl, man? Like, don't you feel like what kind of man am I? Like, no, bring my team. You're driving on Grove Street and you see the real players in the queue, waiting to get in the clubs, smelling good chains on. Then there's me. I'm gonna rape little girls that can't get, man. That can't be nice, man. Listen, go. You can be one of these players, man, outside the club, man. You have to rape a woman, man. I don't know how you feel good at your high five abdomen. Yeah, we raped a little white girl. Come on, man. Meanwhile, the real players in these clubs getting these women, man. That's it, man. You should listen. Rape don't count, man. So lucky, they don't count. Rape don't count to your body count, man. So lucky. You hear this man talking about how much gal they got, and you're talking about how much gal you rape. That don't count. Now, what you want is women to talk about, oh, him, I like him. You want 10 women to be like, I like him, I like him. You want all these women to be flocking to you saying they like you, not, oh yeah, he raped me. Imagine, yeah, a woman has to say, he raped me. Imagine 10 women say, this man raped me, and you're boasting around like you're the man. You want to be the man where you butt through the place, and all the women are like, oh yeah, him. I like him, he's got game, man. Yo, he's got game, man. Him, he's a player. You want to hear that kind of shit? You don't want 10 women to put their head down, oh, he raped me. And you're standing there like you're the man. Nah, man. Learn how to get some game, man. And it's true, this is what they do. Cause have you noticed, when we're on Broad Street, what do they do? Pull up in all the Lamborghinis, trying to lure women in the car, shooting past them, pulling up outside the club. Listen, man. Women just don't like Arab men. They just don't. I don't think their own women even like them no more. Listen, they did a study. They did a study and they said the Pakistani man is the least attractive. So I'm making it up. They did a study, so like what to say. Oh, sorry, what might be wrong. Chinese man, and they was next. So like what can I say? They said the Chinese man is the ugliest man on the face of the earth. That's what they said. They said the Chinese man is ugly as could be. And they ain't lying, man. The Chinese man, the Chinese woman, damn. Now, China, August girls. Yeah. You remember St. John Wall? You say? St. John Wall's full of Chinese man, isn't it? The Chinese man's just good for pirate DVDs, man. That's what it's good for. You know, the copy DVDs, and that's what Chinese people are good for. That the egg fried rice. Other than that, nah, they're good for nothing else, man. Well, it's my thing. Yeah, let's move on anyway. Do all that now.
Label. So our deal was so mad, yeah, that even if we made them back the money that they spent, we still wouldn't have recouped. I feel like for 9 years I've never seen a penny from music sales. For 9 years.
Sorry, say that again.
Same label. So our deal was so mad, yeah, that even if we made them back the money that they spent, we still wouldn't have recouped. I feel like for 9 years I've never seen a penny from music sales. For 9 years.
Sorry, say that again.
No. Listen, Crep said from 9 years he'd never seen a penny on music sales. I mean, all the money he's seen is from shows or Krypton Combs, his business, or the makeup, that what's that product thing with his daughter? The Berry product. Out of music, he made no money, man. And everyone's getting vexed with Kanye West when he said that the Bible is the devil. When they said that the Jewish man is a thief. They said, even in England, they're saying the same thing, man. Right? These record companies which are owned by Jewish people rob black people blind, man. So imagine this: you make millions of a song, and you ain't seen a penny of it. So who is getting the money? You got songs that go platinum, songs that go gold, songs that sell out in different countries, and you ain't seen a penny of it. Who's getting a penny of it, man? That's that Jewish man right there, black man. When you're writing and rehearsing and getting your bars wrong and rehearsing them and performing on stage, these people are making money off you, man. They are the devil, man. Right. You're a poor black man in the end. You know, you got no money.
And they can't even cut this some slack. They can't say, you know what, here's a hard life as it is, man. Let him have his money. No, they want that too, man.
That's mad, because they've been making music from, remember their first mixtape, Tsunami?
The whole 9 years, been out for 9 years.
And they've got mixtapes on top of mixtapes. So if they've made no money off music, that's mad. That means they're basically rapping for free. So that means they must be making all their money off promos and all of those kind of
shows and other businesses, man.
And the Jewish man, what they see is these record companies. What they do is they see the talent, and they're like, all right, then we can make money off them. And then when you can't make them money no more, they get rid of you, man.
They drop you.
They do it all the time. And what Kanye West said was so right. You see that thing when Kanye was like, F a nigga's bitch, kill a nigga, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, that's anti-Semitic. And he was right, man. Kanye was right about what he said. And Jewish people are mad at him for speaking the truth, man. Imagine that. All Kanye West said is what? Black people are the real Jews, man. And then you're going to tell me the mark of the beast is a microchip. No, man. The mark of the beast is you not being able to buy and sell. If you don't have the mark of the beast, that's what Kanye West is going through right now.
That's right.
Kanye West can't buy and he can't sell. Why? Because he's refusing to uphold the mark of the beast. He's refusing to push their agenda. And now he can't buy or sell. That's why now they've ended the deal with him, with Adidas. Listen, man, niggas don't even wear Adidas, man. Niggas was only wearing Yeezys, but not Adidas. Yeezys, the only good Adidas trainers.
And then they put out good trainers in the year.
Exactly. Since what was the one back in the day?
PTs? That's what the PTs, man.
That's it. Adidas ain't put out good trainers in years, man. Gap ain't put out no good clothes in years. So really, Kanye West ain't missing nothing, man. I think what Kanye West should do is take his Yeezys and
hold on, some store. Adidas got a nerve. Adidas is saying that they ain't gonna put with Kanye because he made anti-Semitic comments. Listen, Adidas were Nazi, man. No one hated Jewish people more than Adidas himself. Adam does that. He was Nazi, man, talking about, I can't roll with Kanye. Kanye's making this statement. Listen, look it up, man. Adidas was a man that supported the Nazis, man. He supported the Nazi party. And the Nazis was known for putting Jewish people, the same Jewish people that Adidas want to defend now, was known for putting Jewish people in gas chambers, man. They're going to fight on board.
Exactly. Kanye West didn't kill no one, man.
That's right.
Kanye West killed no. Kanye West didn't put no one in the oven, man. Kanye West is just saying, yo, the real Jews are black. And imagine that. Why can't listen, a man can believe he's a woman, so let Kanye West believe that he's a Jew.
That's right.
What's the problem? If a man can believe he's a woman, where do you draw the line? A man can believe he's a woman can believe she's a man,
but you can't believe
you're a Jew. Why do you keep drawing the line somewhere with all these double standards? And this is the thing, man. If Kanye West is wrong about black people being Jews, why don't one of you Jewish scholars come and prove him wrong, man? Why don't one of you Jewish scholars come out and prove how you're the real Jews, man?
That's right.
If that's the case, people tell us we ain't the real Jews, and we've been proving for years that we're the real Jews, man. Listen, the time's coming when people's going to realize you Jewish people are bastards and you're not real Jews, man. And guess what? You can't cancel us because we're broke anyway. How much money are you going to take from us? We got no money for it. Listen, sometimes that's what you see being broke. It's kind of good because they can't take nothing from you. You can't take that. We ain't got no deal with Adidas. We ain't got no deal with Gap. So what are you going to take from us? Listen, man. You might be able to take Kanye West's deals. You might be able to take Kanye West's record deals and his Adidas deal and his Gap deal, but you can't take the fact that he's a Jew, man. That's one thing that you can't take from him. You might have all the money and all of these things, but you're never going to be a Jew, and you can't change the fact that Kanye West is a Jew, man. Kanye West is a Jew by blood.
That's right.
You can't take that from him, man. But you can take your money. Listen, being a Jew is more important than the money, man. Why? Because Jews is going to run this earth in the future, man. And you same Jewish bastards is going to be in slavery, man. And the time's coming where your money can't save you. Your money can't save you, man. Listen, man. And they're mad at what Kanye said, listen. And it's good, you know why? Because we've been praying, open up the airways, open up the cable access channels.
That's right.
And Kanye West said this in the airways, man, that black people are the real Jews. Meaning some people that we can't reach, they would have heard Kanye West say that we're the real Jews, and they would have done their research, and they would have found out, damn, I'm an Israelite. They're going to come right back to the I.S.U.P.K, man. The white man thought, yeah, I'm just going to pay these niggas to rap what I want them to rap. And now Kanye's gone off the course that they wanted him on. And they're trying to silence him. Listen, man, it's already on the radios and the airways now, man, that black people are real Jews.
Look at this, man. Let me see if I can find it real quick, man. And this is named Adam Dassler. Is it one? There you go. Light Adam Dassler said. Light the Dassler said Herbert joined the Nazi party in 1933. So Adam Dassler was a part of the Nazi party, man. I used to make shoes for them as well to fight in wars and so forth. So you know what I mean? You do your history, you fight that. Listen, Adidas supported Nazis, man. And Nazis were people that killed Jewish people, man. So now don't all of a sudden be like, nah, well, if you're saying that about Jewish people, I can't fuck with you, man. Because listen, Adidas was supported a party that used to put Jewish people in gas chambers, man. And Brandon, do all sorts of accidents. And now all Kanye is saying is he's a Jew. And now you want to shut him down, man.
And they get mad. Oh, when you talk about the Holocaust, they get mad. Meanwhile, what black people go through, Jewish people don't care about it.
That's right.
Jewish people don't care about what black people go through. We go through problems every single day, and nobody cares about it. But now we must care about the Jewish community and the Jewish people's feelings. When has anybody ever cared about black people's feelings, man? Listen, Jewish people, they shouldn't cry about the Holocaust no more. They've had reparations, man. They've had reparations when we ain't had nothing, man.
That's right.
What about black people's tears and reparations? What about black people's pain and suffering? Jewish people ain't suffering, man. They're rich. Where are they from? Hammersmith in London. Where's the Jewish community in London?
Stamford Hill.
Stamford Hill. Listen, man. Jews like occupy the area, man. Meanwhile, where are we in the ghettos killing one another, man? I'm yet to see Jewish people killing one another, man. Jewish people are living all right, man. It's us that needs the help, and you Jewish people are crying over everything anti-Semitic. And listen, man, when Jesus Christ returns, man, you all have to pay.
That's right.
You Jewish people that diss the children of God and lie to us about our identity. Listen, man, your time's coming, man, and your time's ticking. Now the world's waking up to who the real Jews are. That veil's being removed from people's eyes, man.
That's right.
People are seeing you devils for who you really are, man. And it's about time to see you devils for who you really are. Because us in the I.S.U.P.K been saying black people are Jews from 1969, man. I remember saying it in my last life on them corners. I remember saying it in Harlem in my last life, this life, and I'm saying it again. Listen, man, the time's coming, man, when everybody's going to know the black man's the real Jew. The time's coming, and Kanye was said on the airways, and they're trying to shut him down. Imagine that. There's no point cancelling him now. He's already said it. It's on the internet forever now.
I heard Yeezy, yeah. I'm going to still part of Yeezy without permission.
I'm not paying.
But they can do that, innit?
I'm not paying.
But it's called, his name is Yeezy. It's his shoe. You know, put a shoe in his name and not pay him. That's fucked up, man.
Because black people should just not buy Yeezys off them, man. Just wait for Kanye West to announce he's changing the design of Yeezys and whatnot.
I used to link up with some black old stuff, man. Some Fubu or some shit. Some Fubu or something.
That's it.
What's that one? El Velvet. I remember El Velvet back in the day. What happened there? It's faded out quick, innit?
Why is it violent tracksuits?
Yeah.
It didn't look alright though.
Everyone's on it and it's faded out quick,
Black
man.
brand.
I think so. You know what it's doing? Can't you link up with Trapstar or something, man?
Nah.
You get me? That's some black one. I'm watching how much though. It's Trapstar how much?
No idea. I've only got this shop. We've got a shop in town now.
You need to Trapstar or something to keep it black or something for now, man. Yeah, it's looking bad for Kanye, man.
That's it.
We play last one for me. We rap out.
London or stuff like that. Let me educate you a tiny bit on like the subtle racism that is in London daily, right? I live in quite a, it's kind of like, it's a posh area, right? There's a lot of rich white people, cool. So like one time I'm walking, cool, I'm bopping to like, I'm at the gym, I wear tracksuits a lot, I'm in a full tracksuit. There's a lady and her son in front of me, right? She looks back, sees me, brings her son closer to her. That shit got my head fucked up because she's seen me and that's given her, like, that's scared her. Like, it scared her enough to hold her son closer, like, because she looked at me and perceived me as a threat. That, a potential threat, not a threat, a potential threat. She was like, so much so that she just had to hold her son. And I know she wouldn't, I know she did it because of me. She looked at me, looked again, and done it. That hurts so much because that's so far away from the person I am. I was like, God damn, I wanted to go up to her like, yo, look, miss, I'm not like a bad person. Like, I'm just trying to get from A to B. And like, you'd be surprised, that shit happens daily. Like when I say daily, let me give you the different variations. Like, I could be walking, someone's holding a bag, I'm on that side here, and they move the bag from one hand to the other because they see me on that side of their shoulder. Or there's times where there's like people in front of me and I'm just like, I walk quickly because, cool, if I'm stepping out, I'm probably going gym or trying to get somewhere, heading to a motive or whatever, and I walk quickly a lot to get around quickly, right? And that scares people more. They're always looking and bugging out, like, constantly. One time I'll come into my apartment, the lady in front of me, she didn't know I lived there. She slams the door in my face. She slammed the door in my face. I was like, yo, I had to just use my key and open it. And I was like, I'm looking at her, she's looking back like, yeah, that's awkward as fuck. Yeah, because you just done that based on like, I get it. Yeah, fine. You don't know me. I could have been. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I could have been someone random trying to get in. You can never be too sure. London isn't the safest place. So I'm like, fine. That one I can let slide. But I was like, it still obviously hurt because I was like, damn. I'm not sure if I was white, she'd have done the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like, that shit happens in London every day, and I know all us black people go through that same shit daily.
Listen, man, I don't want to hurt the brother's feelings, but, brother, where you been, man? You know what I mean? Listen, we could have told you England was racist, man. We could have been told you England was racist, man. The problem is this, black people are not racist enough. We're too accepting. So when these things happen, was our hearts broken? Like, I can't believe that this happened. What you gotta do is be racist back, man. You gotta be racist back. So you gotta see an Indian man here and hug your kids. He could be a racist. He could be one of them rapist grooming gangs, man. Regardless, you gotta see a white man and look at him scary, man, because he could be a rapist, like just like the man that killed Jessica and Holly, man. You gotta start racial profiling them back. Why is it we're always the victims, man? We gotta start attacking that, man. You gotta see white men coming the opposite way and cross the road, man. Let them know that just like how you don't want to be by me, I don't want to be by you. The same way you're scared of me, I'm just scared of I'm scared of you, man. For too long, we've been the victims of these subtle attacks, man. And we gotta show them, listen, I should be scared of you. I don't want to be nowhere near you. When you're walking your dog, I don't want to be by you. You're a disgusting dog. You're the disgusting one. You gotta show these Asian people, listen, I don't want to be by you, man. All I know, you could be one of these rapists. One of these rapist child grooming gangs, man. All I know, you can one of these crazy white people like Jeffrey Dahmer, man. You can one of these crazy white people that killed Jessica and Holly. I don't want to be nowhere near you. That's how you gotta treat them, man. But we treat them like they're good and we're the bad ones. And you see the brother, he's trying to prove to the white man that I'm not bad. That I'm a good nigga, man. Nah, man, damn, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing that, man. Listen, you either accept me or you don't. I'm gonna make myself less. I'm just black. I can't make myself less black for you, man. I'm gonna look less intimidating so you can stomach me. I'm gonna talk better so you can stomach me. Listen, I am me. Black people are black people. We can't make ourselves less black so white people won't be scared, man. Damn that, man.
Listen, man. You're scared for your children, and you're scared of black people. You still have public transport, then, man.
That's right.
You go get yourself a car, man. This is your country. You're supposed to have a driving license and everything, man. And the thing is, this. He's trying to justify it. He's trying to make it like, I'm not like those other black people are like that, but not me. He's trying to say other black people are like that, but that's not my character. He's trying to separate himself from black people. When people see black people, I don't care how good of a nigga you are, they don't see a good nigga, they see black people. They see all of us. What he should have said is, no black person is like that. What he should have said is, when I check the statistics, most of the serial killers I see are white.
That's right.
Once I check the statistics, most of the murderers that I see are white. Once I check who's murdering people and dumping bodies in the wood, most of those people are white. Let me pick up my child so he don't end up in the woods. Because you people do those things. Listen, man, stop justifying yourself to white people. They hug their children because they're scared of us. You hug yours because you're scared of them. You hug your child and like, ooh, last time I seen one they used like, was taking my child away from me in slavery, man. You profile them, man. Listen, they're the ones that kidnapped your child in slavery and sent them on another plantation, man. when a black people ever put a white man's child on a plantation and separated them, what you do is you hug your child and you say to your child, ooh, you see that person over there? A couple of 100 years ago, they'll take him and put him on somebody else's plantation. We have to stereotype them, let them feel ashamed, man. What black people have done, we should be ashamed of nothing we've done, man, because we ain't committed the crimes that they've committed. Imagine this, how do they rape, rob, and murder the whole earth and then want to hold their child away from us? Like to say you wasn't the ones killing us and then have, listen, we need that picture of that, we need that picture of, you know, where that little boy's picking cotton and is about free. See if we can get that picture of that little boy picking cotton and is about free. See if you can find that picture for me. I'm gonna have this picture. Listen, I'm gonna almost hold this picture like Christians do the cross when they think of, they see vampires. I'm gonna hold this picture to you white people, man. You better be scared of this, like vampires are scared of that crossing that stupid movie, man. See if it shows the picture. Yeah. Listen, man, just think. This is what they done to your children, man. When have you ever done this to their children? Guess what? Black people are so kind, they wouldn't do this to their children. Black people go, oh, it's only a baby. It's only a baby. Listen, man, the other day, man, someone was like, oh, Prince George is next to the throne. I said, fuck that. I said, F that devil. Oh, the shit if he drops dead. He was like, he's only a baby. He's only a baby. Listen, listen, I said I wouldn't care if he drops dead. The thing is this, they put your child under cotton field to actually drop dead, man. I'm just saying words. The difference is they put your child under cotton field to actually drop dead, man. That's right. This is a real Jew right here picking cotton, man. Don't tell me about this anti-Semitic. This is anti-Semitic, man. We got a Jewish baby picking cotton. No, a real Jew picking cotton, so lucky not a Jewish baby. This is what they did to your children, man.
They even gave him a sack. Yeah. You know, this baby got a quarter to pick like everybody else. This baby, you think like you would think is it out there because the parents out there. You got this baby got a job to do, got a task to do. That's it. They give him a sack and put it on his back like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like I understand the parents are picking cotton. He's out there too because the parents are out there. He's tagging along. Nah, this baby's at work. He got a sack on his back, man. You know, they put him in the dungarees, you know. They put him in the dungarees and listen, this oppressor is the devil, man. I'm telling you. Give me that next one of what they've done to the African. Give me vulture and the girl. Type in vulture and the girl. This is Africans. We don't give a damn about them, but we're just showing you what this white man does. Type in vulture and the girl. Yeah, vulture and the little girl or vulture and the baby. That one. This is what they done to these Africans, man. They seen this child starving and they give this child no food. And the vulture, imagine this. The vulture's there waiting for the child to die. The vulture's there waiting for the child to die so the vulture can have a meal, man. So now, this is what they done to the Hamites. And the vulture, imagine this, the vulture's waiting for the little girl to die. So much that a photographer took this picture, man. And this photographer that took this picture, afterwards he was so distraught. He just went over there to see what was going on with the conditions and how they had them in all these camps and how all the children was dropping dead and how they was all being starved to death. The man that took this picture, he committed suicide a couple years after the picture, because everyone was getting onto him. Why didn't you help the child instead of taking a picture? This right here, they call this picture the vulture and the child. So now, this child is starving to death, and the vulture's waiting for this child to die so the vulture can have a meal. And what did this man do? What did this devil do? Instead of going and helping, what did he do? Took a picture, and that's the famous picture called the vulture and the child. And that's what they done to the Africans, man. And this photographer killed himself after, I can't remember his name. I read it a long time ago, but he killed himself. British. The British man went there to take pictures of what was going on. Like with England do this thing where they starve everyone, but nobody knows how severe it is until a photographer goes there, captures pictures.
Oh yeah, and guess what he said? Guess what he said? Didn't have the child. Guess what he said? He said I was told by the British to go there, but not to touch any of the children because they all got diseases. He said I was told not to have the children, not to touch them, not to feel sorry for them because they all have diseases. And that's why that child was there dying, and this man just snapped a photo. And then when it got back to England, people saw how inhumane it was, and then that man ended up committing suicide. But anyway, yeah, that picture's called The Vulture and the Child. You can look it up. There's some bit of a story on it. I read it years ago, can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, back to that brother, man. That brother, like, he's so destroyed that the mark of the beast. He's still trying to justify the actions of the devil, man. He's like, well, she did something on her face. Yeah, it could be because London's a dangerous place. He couldn't accept the fact that, listen, she's racist. He couldn't do it. And that's the mark of the beast right there, man. But SHALAM anyway. You're going to get camp tomorrow, Birmingham High Street. You know what I mean? 12 till late. For everyone's coming on the ends will be here again next week. You know what I mean? 9 to 11, SHALAM.
Chemistry cards. Yeah. Are the Matrix? Sham Jeezy. Karatia. When me say U.P.K, you care. Well, anyway. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends, dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends, but we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long day in a the war zone, but I no Pakistan. A the place where you juvenile a the big man. Graver you do time, brother, pick one, yo. Man a fi bleach, but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. We say, but it's a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they a London, England.